Oh, and he has no clue. He still doesn't see it. He still doesn't see it with a pasture. Oh. I usually refer to this choice as being kind of a gamble. Is picking the Mongols on Altai. Sometimes the generation is good, sometimes it is bad. BC, he gets a reasonable one. Wood line, stone line, berries nearby, double gold just in front of him. I think this is a manageable spawn compared to some of the stuff I've seen before that make my eyes scream. Yes, my eyes are capable of screaming. Don't actually ask for it to ever occur. On the other side, though, a name that will make you scream, as you'll ask, what the hell is this name? As I said, this is Garnav, playing as Nikolai Vasilievich Gogol. He is a very capable player. First made his appearance competitive in AoE 4 back in the Lidicore 3v3 tournament, where he was on the 3D Clan team. And he is actually a member of 3D Clan. At the time of recording, he's actually doing pretty well on the rank leaderboards. 52nd in the world as it stands. Then the quick match, well, that's an interesting brag point. And 2v2 is being 19th in the world. I guess you got to get it somewhere, right? Of course, BC needs no introduction. All you have to do is open up the leaderboards and instantly look at the top. I'm sure if he hears that right now, he's probably got like a confident nod going on, feeling the air. Because, of course, he is first in the world with a 92% win rate and 136 games played, putting him at a rating of 2030. That's right, he's 8 years ahead. And it kind of feels like that sometimes when you watch him in the game. He's very calculated, he's very understanding the current meta. And I like that he's adjusted. I mean, this is the thing, like, I want to give appropriate credit where credit's due. Because I feel like BC, he gets some bad raps, and I don't like it. BC... when the whole nerf Mangonels, Siege too strong happened, everything, like Wolves too strong, all these things that got nerfed, right? Every time someone got nerfed, BC keeps adapting. And BC keeps finding himself in the top, right? There's a point where you just need to stop blaming the mechanics, or rather, blaming like the mechanics being the reason the player wins, and appreciate the player has skill. Because realistically, the truth of the matter is, folks, no matter what game you're looking at, like, there's going to be a meta. There's going to be someone stronger. And if historically you look back at the best competitors in different games, the best changes over time, not just because of people practicing hard, but also the state of the game evolving, right? A perfect example, actually, for StarCraft is if Protoss are stronger in the meta, then, you know, your players at the top are going to be different from when Terran are the most dominant civ in the game, right? Or faction, I think they call them there. Race, actually, I think it is. So the point I'm trying to get to is, like, Beastie, at this point, deserves the praise, man. He's adjusted multiple times. He's found his way up to the top. Can we also just acknowledge this is a guy who retired from competitive StarCraft, is clearly old. Okay, I can't. Old by gamer standards. I think BC's only like 31, right? I'm pretty sure he's only like 31. But yeah, old by gaming standards. And yet, he still competes at the highest level of play in AoE 4. And in fact, you could try to like smear this man all you want, but right now, he's earned the most out of any single player from Age of Empires 4. What have you done lately? Someone's like watching your stream until now. Bye. Well, okay. But yeah. And you know what? It's not like it was a fluke either. Let's be real here. He's at the top of the leaderboards again. Like, him and Demuslim are phenomenal on the leaderboards, I feel like. And I don't expect that to change anytime soon. Maybe when we get like a longer format, maybe when we're about 2 years into the game and there's like, you know, you can see tournaments coming a full year ahead. You get that youthful generation, maybe some cheeky 19-year-old that comes out of nowhere and beats the crap out of all of us. But for now, I'm afraid your Boomer boys are here to stay. And we'll just have to see if someone like Garnav can maybe wiggle their way through. See if he can do it in this matchup. Because, you know, we talked about the players a little bit. We should talk about the game. Because it's a Mongol-Chinese matchup on Altai, and that has some interesting implications. The Chinese do have options available to them to get a little bit aggressive early on. And they might want to, just because they can deny equity from the Mongols later on, right, with a castle age up. The weird part about the Chinese, though, is they tend to lean more towards the eco benefits, looking for multi-TCs in the Song Dynasty, which does sacrifice any tempo control. That being said, it is not the case here, as Garnav has been running these villages across the entire map and round the back of BC's base for what is going to be a very interesting barbecue. Oh, he's about to fry this boy as well. That's actually going to deny a lot. If he can wrap around an outpost afterwards, that's all of BC's wood. Oh my. Oh, and he has no clue. He still doesn't see it. He still doesn't see it with a pasture. Yo, if you need any proof that Garnav played on the same team as B, I think you're getting it right here. You can feel a mini B in him here. Good old Nikolai Vasilievich Gogol. You're going to want to Google his name afterwards. Oh my, what a play. What an unexpected play. I also love this detail. Look what he's done with the wood line. Like, he instead of getting the shortest route right next to his TC, he puts it at the back here so that his opponent doesn't spot how many people he's got on wood. So he doesn't know what he's trying to build in the first few minutes. This is actually, like, crafty on so many levels, and now he's going to go into the stone. But there's the tech up. Surprise, mother ducker. He can't see the wood line, though. And that means Beastie will be able to move away in time. Oh my god, that vision. He shifted the scout across too late. And now if he gets another outpost up, well, guess what? That scout is going to enable a little bit of pew-pew in Beastie's life. And here he goes. And once again, Beastie has no clue this is coming. Oh my god. You crafty son of a gun. Oh, I love this. I actually love this. Most people, when they outpost rush, they try to, like, block the route to their base. Not Garnath. When Garnath outpost rushes, he just makes sure that you can't run away from the battlefield. Oh my god. Well, Beastie, it's time to give us another how-to guide how to get the hell out of this mess. Maybe migrate north because the south side definitely is not secure anymore. And now the scout's going to move around. And uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. The upgrade's coming through as well. The hand cannon slits, more outposts crawling in. And pew-pew time. 2 shots to kill. This is about to get uncomfortable for Beastie. You magnificent mother ducker. I love it. You know the best part is, like some people, we were having a discussion earlier, like people like, I just want to see like the best players in the game, the top 8. Well, here's one of your top 8. This guy's ranked 50th in the world. Tell me the rank 50 is not interesting to watch. Try it. Try and tell me I'm wrong and chicking this guy out. And now Beastie's trying to outpost him. This is an interesting play, Beastie. You seem to have outpost issues in your own base to worry about. Oh, and now Garnath trying to build up more here. Needs to be careful. The villagers, they're coming out the shivs, the Yam as well. Garnath, back away! One villager who's going to go down. Maybe not. Just about gets out of range, but there's a Khan to finish him off. Second villager in trouble. He's going to commit. And he will get it up in time. Insta-garrison inside. And pew-pew upon the retreating villagers. And Beastie, one more outpost. And your wood line is flatlining. Oh my goodness. I love it when we get games like this. You know, we don't need to spend too much time talking about like the build or like the analytical side. Like he's going to build 3 TCs and look to boom up 10 minutes from now. We're just like, Garnath comes in this game. It's like, Garnath, what's your win condition? Win condition now. What does that even mean? Oh, that's what it means. Win condition now. Another villager going to go down. The cool thing as well is because he's got Song Dynasty, he can actually afford to sacrifice these. Like, he will actually catch up. Because remember, you produce villagers with a 35% production speed reduction. So, big boom. Oh my. And now the wood line has to move again. The only upside for Beastie is that now he doesn't have enough workers to build the additional outposts, right? Yeah, he's just kind of stuck here at this stage. And I am a little bit concerned he hasn't got a second TC up yet. In fact, it looks like he got delayed on the stone side because remember, he was investing a lot of that stone into the hand cannon slit upgrades. And in fact, because he'd done that with, whoa, that would have been, wait, even this one, bit surprising. So he spent 250 stone on that as opposed to getting a second TC. So he has lagged himself a little. Now the Zhig Nupal, which have to run through the outpost. Not ideal here. But he wants to try and reach this wood line. This wood line that is going to be protected by the outpost. So it isn't going to be a freebie by any margin. And look what he's done. Beastie. Right now, like, he saw this play coming. He said, Alexa, play Under Pressure. And he just vibed to the song. Din 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 din. Castle time. He feels good about it. He's moving up. And it feels like Garnath hasn't done enough. He's going to try to get more of these outposts up, but this is going to be a big fat L. Cannot make it deep enough. Beastie worms his way out, finds a way to survive, and now will find a way to thrive. Garnath with a great migration to the south side of his base. Tapping the gold on the front line. Dun, 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 dun. It's setting in because now Garnath's hearing that song as well, and it's no longer something that makes him confident because that tech up was not expected. Not before Garnath could get a second TC online and build an eco lead. But, you know, there's things we want, there's things we get, and what you're getting is a whole lump of coal here. As Beastie still maintaining that eco lead and now boosting it far beyond with an extra 5 villagers worth on this gold vein. Oh, sorry, 6. No, 3. Extra 3. I looked at the wrong person. But still, this is where it gets a little bit scary because also if you go for the tech up, you could be rushed, and that's exactly why Garnath makes this play. He walls himself in. He tightens his formation. It's like, oh, no, no, no. You're not raiding me anytime soon, sir. Nice snipe out in the village, though. That's big. Denying the outpost, keep the gold dream alive, is going to allow Garnath to maybe have a force to stand a fight. My concern, however, is that BC, does he not now just drop a stable and rush you with lances in the midfield? Like, you've just shown Jugnu. And while you could transition to crossbows, right now, all he's seeing is Jugnu. So he has a justification to get the first 2 lances out. Instead of doing that, of course, BC will take the opportunity to be greedy. And this is a pretty volatile religion matchup, by the way. To take it away from the the cheeky rushes into like the deep dive analysis, both sides play into relics really well, right? So the Mongols are not only able to double up their production if they have it near the Uvu, right, with double shaman coming out every 45 seconds, they also have the yams, so they move 50% faster. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Chinese, once they reach castle age, they can supervise a monastery, decreasing that production time on monks from 45 seconds to 18. So you can see that there's actually a lot of merit to the relic play for both, and it's exactly why Beastie goes for it first. Understand that because he has that tech up lead, he should be able to get the majority of the relics under his banner. And honestly, looking at this map generation, I think it's going to be more than just the majority. It's going to be a clear stomp in that department. There's only one relic that Garnath can realistically get due to the outpost and the movement quickly out by the shamans in the center that is going to deny a lot of that equity away. Wow. Oh, okay, yeah. Dude, I'm playing the game. I'm going for the central relic, right? I'm a safe boy. Beastie's like, well, no, I understand the timings. This guy, there's no way this guy, now that he's just teched up, has built a monastery quick enough to, and then got a monk out quick enough to get his safe relic. So what does Beastie do? He just walks on by with this little cutie, and he takes the goodies all for himself. So this is going to be 5 relics then. And at that stage, small boy be feeling smaller because this is still a 1 TC play, right? Like, he never used that stone to get a secondary town center. It was all for the hand cannon slits, which means he's miles behind his opponent and now goes into the monastery. Oh, it hurts. And the outpost sneak around the... Dude, Beastie... Beastie is just like, he's pulled out the medicine. Garnath's the little kid in this situation. He's like, what medicine do I need to have? And it's like, sir, this is going to be a heavy dose of irony. Here's your outpost rush a little bit later, but more impressive coming back at you. Oh, no. And more outposts in the center. So, yeah, it looks like all relics are going to end up banked at this rate. I just don't see how Garnath even gets one. He's pushing the monks now, but another mistake made here. If you really were hoping to get out and get at least 1 relic, why are you not supervising? I mean, realistically, he can afford a small gap. Maybe he's like, oh, you know, finite resources. If I have to move out, I'm screwed anyway. But how about this, Garnath? How about having more than 2 Imperial officials? Oh, yoy. Outpost will at least be denied by Garnath, but the relic gathering will not. 3rd relic ready to be dropped in whenever Beastie decides that it's time to call his shaman back off his coffee break. And while that's happening, the 2 relics on the south side are easily accessible. 1 shaman moving out, and then does have to worry about the outpost at the back, but just a few troops could torch this down. In fact, the trebuchet could take it out at any moment. When it's eventually done, as 4 people building this does take what feels like a millennia. Interesting that he played straight into crossbow as well, actually. Seems he's paranoid about Passguard coming out, but as we can see right now, it's literally just Jugnu. Nothing else. So he could just benefit from lances alone. Oh, no. Come on. Beastie. Oh, my God. And it's going to be Spring upgrades. I think he made a mistake here, though, because this is going to... Yeah, that's going to give it away. So this should be the pullback. If Garnath is aware of how oppressive this player is... Yeah, there we go. He's a smart cookie. I think he's starting to shift away. Wait, no. They're just gathering a new... Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I think he's going to lose quite a few villagers to this. And he can't afford to because he's playing 1 TC China. Oh, no. Well, let's see if he gets that upgrade soon. Because all they're going to do is move closer as well when they're done with that deer. Garnaf, what is the win condition now? Well, he gets into the ram, so he'll be able to get through the outpost, but I just still don't see a clear way out of this right now. I feel like BC's escalate. Yeah, 29 military to the 12. Springall's being built up as well. You're just not getting out. Spring upgrades starting to come out, and now they're moving across to the deer, and they're as close as they can get without kissing the outpost. Oh, no. And he still doesn't see it. But he will soon. Beastie, it's getting more impressive. All but one of the relics gathered up. One that, you know, Garnaf's never getting. 2 sacred sites capped as well. The income per minute is going to look horrific if you're a China fan. Doubled up. As China, it's looking bad. And now the Springwood upgrade, which Garnaf hasn't even seen. Oh my god, he's pulling all the villagers out now. Elsewhere, the food line is going to be going down. And with it, his income is going to be going down all the way to 0. Luckily, he does have surplus in reserve, but this is a desperation keep right here. This is a please keep me in this game moment. But for how long? The trebuchets can just slaughter you. You don't have an answer to it right now. Also, all these pings, like, it's backfiring, right? BC's getting pings as well, because BC is sneaking with these outposts, which actually do think it's your eco. Right now, the back and forth for the trebs, the TC fire as well, it's distraction pings. Garnaf didn't realize he was losing his food eco because of this. Treb is at least exposed to Springles, but yep, that Springle's gonna have to wheel away fast here. And the floodgates are about to open, my friend. Garnaf, you need that keep. You need to stabilize right now. But how the hell do you build it when they're already on top of you? Where do you build it? It has to be down here. Wait, why here? What? Oh, no. I don't even know if this... I don't think this protects anything. That keep doesn't protect anything. Folks, Garnaf still has a very big problem ahead of him. Crossbow spirals, everything looking unanswered. Shignu trying to address the crossbows, but it's the difference in speed that allows him to always disengage. And still no transition. It's just simplistic. BC says, okay, technically Shignu do beat me, yes, but your economy is never going to beat me. Now the march forward, still only 1 treb. Instead, BC says it will be slower, but I'll keep the artillery advantage here, making sure that I have the anti-siege to deal with you. These Springons will deny any value out of the Nest of Bees. A Nest of Bees that is really the only way that Garnaf can clutch up back into this right now. Notice the other issue of what's happened here. He doesn't have the space to build up big military infrastructure. He's really limited. He needs this backfull for food later, for farms. But right now, like, everything's locked behind wood. The infrastructure, the farms, he needs it all. He needs wood, and that's why he's so far out on this wood line in the middle of Danger Town. That's why he needed that keep. That keep is not going to stabilize you for too long, my friend. Archery range on fire. That's going to stunt your production rates. That's another wood investment you have to make. Eco is neck and neck, but of course, Beastie is miles ahead when you look beyond the village account, simply because of all these relics that he's banked. Give him essentially 10 extra villages in his eco. And while the Supervise is bolstering up Garnaf a little bit, he is so far behind that the 20% increase just doesn't feel substantial enough right now, especially when it's only on his wood. In fact, he's still playing 2 imp officials and a switch into stable, so he's trying to play Horseman, but Horseman trying to dive Springwood upgrade outpost is not going to end well. And Knights, of course, are going to be countered, right? Because you're up against crossbows. I think it's just a case of, like, Garnaf, like, there's almost no play he can make that instantly gets him back in this game, right? It kind of feels like BC has to make mistake after mistake. And right now, BC is just being very calculated, very methodical. Just moving out and layering outpost after outpost, the typical oppressive nature of the Mongols. And because of those back outposts as well, it forced a heavy investment for Garnaf to even be able to reach out here. That means he has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to escape the big beast that is coming for you. Sproul's now just starting to chomp away at that villager count. Springs will wheel out of range, and because it's only one from a clock tower, it's not going to be good enough. Garnath, I'm surprised he's still in this, at least as in he has not GG'd out, because it feels like he's out of this already. You just don't have the production lines to match the force coming at you. As Beastie reveals his full force, 81 military pop cap to the 20 of Garnath, and Garnath, well, he's onto your landmarks now, and my friend, you've stacked your landmarks. The Barbican's already been raised to the ground. You got 3 on the same screen. All BC has to do now is switch into Trebs to end the game. And it seems that Garnath is all too aware of that, as he will call GG. Whew. Not ideal situation for Garnath. I like the attempt, but I just feel like he didn't actually fall back into Boom. Actually, maybe it should be more credit to Beastie, because I think he dodged the early harassment onto his wood lines really well, and he actually found a way to find more value, less outposts against his opponent. Overall, though, like, I like what Garnath is attempting here. I just think what comes next matters more. And if you compare this to what B does when he plays these outpost rushes as the Chinese, there's a fallback plan, right? There's a point where you actually return to your own economy and boost it up with multi-TCs. Garnath never reached that point. And part of it, I think, is due to maybe his own tunnel vision over chasing that wood line. But also part of it is to the credit of Beastie with his initial outpost that he got out aggressively, blocking the gold and blocking the secondary wood line, ensuring his opponent would eventually starve out. So really big props to him. But love the potential we're seeing out Garnath. You know, there's a reason this guy's in the top 50. There's a reason I've always been wanting to check in on him, because him and B clearly learn from each other in a lot of ways. And they have that same level of cheek when they play the game.